Your body is buzzing at 2 a.m. Your mind is insisting something is wrong, and nothing you try is touching it. You've done the breathing. You've done the counting. You've tried to logic your way out of something that doesn't speak logic. And still, there it is. That electric hum under your skin, that sense that your own body is turned against you. Here's what happens if you never find a way to create even a little space inside that feeling. Your body keeps bracing. Night after night, it runs the same pattern. Buzz, alert, scan, nothing found, buzz again. And your nervous system, after enough of those nights, stops trusting that stillness is safe. You start dreading the dark before it even arrives. You start managing your evenings around the fear of what 2 a.m. might bring. That's not a small thing. That's your life quietly narrowing. Not dramatically, not all at once, just a slow tightening, like a room that keeps getting slightly smaller. And the exhaustion isn't just physical. It's the kind that comes from fighting your own mind every night and never feeling like you win. I know this particular flavor of night because I've been in it. Not as a concept, not as something I read about. I've stared at the ceiling. I've tried to outmath the nervous system, counting backwards from 100 like numbers could somehow outrun the buzz. To be clear, I'm not a therapist and I'm not here to help you figure it all out. I'm an analytical CPA by training. I was not built for mysticism. But I've been studying anxiety and the old traditions that tried to make sense of it long enough to know that there are tools that actually work in the dark at 2 a.m. Not because they're magical, because they give your mind something to really hold on to. Here's the idea that actually shifted something for me that night. Not a technique, not a step, an image. I had a note on my phone, one line about an old Greek idea that the soul can feel imprisoned by the senses. I'm not asking you to believe in that literally, but at 2 a.m. when fear is loud, that image does something. I pictured the panic like a guard pacing outside a cell. Loud, dramatic, stomping all around with a torch. But not inside with me. And for the first time that night, I felt a tiny bit of space open up. Not relief, not calm, just space. Here's what that actually means. When fear hits at full volume, your mind tries to convince you that you are the fear. This is me. This means something is broken. This is danger. But there's a difference between the alarm and the one hearing it. You are not the panic. Panic is a sensation, a surge, a bell that rings too loudly. And you are the one who hears the bell. That one shift from I am this to I am noticing this doesn't make the feeling disappear, but it creates just enough room to breathe. But here's the part most people miss. That buzzing at 2 a.m. isn't random. Your body is running a pattern it has run before. It scans, it finds nothing, the scanning itself creates the signal, and that signal says danger. So the body braces harder. The mind reads the bracing as confirmation that something is wrong, and then you're locked into it. Scanning and confirming and scanning. No actual threat, just a system that has learned to generate its own alarm. Now, when that's happening, trying to argue with the alarm doesn't work. Slow breathing helps sometimes, but often, when the buzz is loud enough, your breath can't reach it. Because the pattern isn't in your logic, it's in your body's memory. Your shoulders are raised before you know they've even moved. Your chest has tightened before the thought arrives. The body decided first. This is what the old traditions understood that we sometimes forget. When the mind is chaotic, a small ritual creates a border. Not because rituals are magic necessarily, because they give the system something deliberate to follow. A signal, a marker, a way of saying, something is happening right now and I'm still here. And that act of being still here, of placing something deliberate in the middle of the storm, can interrupt the loop. Not end it, but interrupt it. That's enough. So here's what you actually do at 2 a.m. Not to fix yourself, not to force sleep. Just to reclaim a little space between me and the panic. This takes 2 to 5 minutes, that's all. When you wake up buzzing, sit up slightly. Not dramatically, just enough to signal to your body that something intentional is happening. Place one hand on your chest, not to calm it, just to feel it. Notice the first sensation under your palm. Heat, movement, pressure. Don't name it as good or bad, just notice that it's there. Now look for one thing in the room you can see clearly. A lamp, a window, a shape in the dark. Name it quietly in your mind. Lamp, window, dark corner. That's it. No ritual props required. No special words. Just your hand, your eyes, one thing named. Now, here's the small thing that matters. Say to yourself, not out loud unless you want to, something is happening. I am still here. Not, I am fine. Not, everything is okay. Just, something is happening. I am still here. That is the border. That is the threshold. You are not pretending the panic isn't real. You are simply reminding yourself that you are the one who notices it. The guard is still pacing outside, loud, dramatic. But you are inside, and the door is yours. Then go back to bed. Don't judge how it went. You didn't fix yourself. You didn't wrestle the guard. You simply remembered who was inside the cell. Here's what changes when you do this consistently. Not overnight, not dramatically, but over time, your body starts to learn something new. That when the buzz comes, there is a response available to it. Not a fight, not a fix, a response. And a body that has a response available starts to brace a little less. Your nights get quieter, not because the anxiety disappears, but because your relationship with it shifts. The fear stops feeling like a prison wall and starts feeling more like weather moving through a larger sky. You are still the sky. The weather still moves through. But you are not the storm. And here's the thing that I didn't expect when I first started working with this. The movement that matters most isn't the one where you feel calm. It's the one where you feel the buzz and you remember, even for a second, that you are the one who hears it. The second is the practice. The second is the shift. And over enough nights, that second becomes a little easier to find. Your thoughts don't vanish, your body doesn't stop the alarm, but you stop fusing with it. You start watching it. And watching is not nothing. Watching is actually everything. Here's the question I want you to sit with today. The next time the buzz comes, can you find the one who hears it? Not can you stop it. Not can you fix it. Just, can you find the one who is still there inside the noise? If you want to go deeper with this kind of work, check the description. I keep my current offerings listed there. The things that actually help you work with your mind in a real, grounded way.